As President Biden made Juneteenth the 12th federal holiday, Republican Congressman Glenn Grothman of Wisconsin introduced a bill to ban the teaching of America's history of systemic racism in Washington, D.C. public schools. Because D.C. is not a state, Congress holds the power to enact laws that affect the district's functions, and this is just the latest example of lawmakers trying to enforce policies that don't match the will of the people. Residents argue that statehood is the only path to true representation. The Senate will be taking up the issue of statehood in a hearing this week. NBC's Tremaine Lee talks with scholars and activists about what the outcome could mean for future generations.
It's the last plantation, that's what we call it. They have the power to strip us of our citizenship, and it's the plantation, that's massa in the house.
71-year-old Anise Jenkins and 22-year-old Jamal Holtz are warriors on the front lines of D.C.'s fight for statehood. I met them on Capitol Hill, where Congress, not local city officials, have the final say on how the people of D.C. are governed.
Well, we have to hand-deliver laws to get approval on the things that we want to do as Native Washingtonians. But that's unlike any other jurisdiction or state.
In the District of Columbia, 700,000 citizens, nearly half of them black, are forced to live under a shadow government. They can vote in presidential elections, but they have no real say on Capitol Hill. And while that applies to all residents of D.C., not just the black ones, the fight for statehood and the ongoing struggle for black freedom are tangled.
We are celebrating Juneteenth, right? A celebration of freedom. Is there any freedom for black Washingtonians without representation in Congress?
D.C. was the first place to emancipate the enslaved. That was April 16th, 1862. We say D.C. was first free, but last free.
We celebrate Juneteenth, and we celebrate days like 4th of July that talk about independence. But however, like none of those holidays really live truth to people in Washington, D.C. In order for us to reach full liberation, it means giving D.C. residents who are majority black and brown their right to vote.
D.C. was among the first places to free its enslaved people. It's also the only city where reparations were paid for slavery, but not to the enslaved. The government actually compensated the owners for their losses. Historian George Derek Musgrove, a resident of the district, says race, freedom, and statehood are inextricably linked.
We are deficient citizens. We are not full American citizens.
If D.C. becomes a state, it would be the first and only state to have a plurality of black people.
I can't say what's in the hearts of a lot of GOP senators or members of the House. I can say that consistently they have opposed any expansion of voting rights for people of color or for Democratic constituencies.
The fight for D.C. statehood is not new. This time might be different.
And we've seen for the first time for any president to release a policy statement saying that they support D.C. statehood and willing to make it their administration's priority to get it done.
Do you believe that the District of Columbia will one day be the Washington Douglas state, Commonwealth?
I'm sure that the enslaved people did not think they were going to be freed, and I do believe in D.C. statehood.
That was NBC's Tremaine Lee reporting. The rest of this conversation can be heard on Tremaine Lee's podcast, Into America. Next, after upholding Obamacare, how will the Supreme Court rule on protecting voting rights? A big week ahead awaits major decisions. And coming up, we look to the fall and a Supreme Court showdown on abortion rights. You're watching American Voices on MSNBC.